game for the black and yellow battle day. Is the index right? Will Onic actually make the most of their lineup and be able to force a game number 3, or will APB recover from their legendary battle, which ended in the defeat against RSG with a 2-0 today? Lots of questions. I can't wait for these two to answer.
This is a very new setup for me. I mean, I haven't seen the Minotaur in so long. Ogwen is going to be the one to use it for them. At the same time, Rapido's going to be using like a setup hero. It's not as, fast and flashy as all of the other roamers that he has used, but it's really going to do the job, especially when Cram lands those penalty zones, whether it's offensive or maybe defensive. Shout out to Mirko, though, because I've heard that from him. So now, Bren is really going to try to use that overly aggressive rotation in like the first turtle fight. They're not going to do that right now because they know that the tankiness and sustainability, especially with the emblems that have built up here with the extra movement speed coming in from the Claude, Terizla, and the Lolita for Onic Philippines, so they can go from one lane to another to assist their teammates.
Yeah. And it's interesting because of all the crowd controls that Bren has, Escalera actually picked up a Hold Yourself Together just so he can get quicker access to the Purify.
Right.
And of course, Nets also has it with him as well. So Onic are respecting the fact that there's a lot of crowd control on the side of APB, that even though they have a lot of it themselves, you also have to respect the crowd control of APB.
I'm going to pick your brain for a little bit here real quick before we find out one of these first skirmishes. Now, the Impure Rage for Ryzen, and we've seen a couple Lancelot players do this.
Yep.
Is that a better option? I mean, compared to where we see a lot of like killing sprees, for example, or something else.
It's something that like helps in just trying to dish out damage like over time, but it really is going to be super important in terms of like objectives. But in fights, it's good.
Wow, look at the damage already on Flapteezy. He falls to Escalera.
Oh!
Graham jumping in with the penalty zone flicker combination. Ogwin on the run here as well, alongside Few and Kyle Teasy. They're going to be pushed out of this turtle take. Onic Philippines still going about it slowly. There's the knock up. Cram could be in trouble here. Few able to secure the kill. Still fighting for this turtle. Super Marco goes down off camera. They go out for a Kyle Teasy. Gets the turtle, and they still go on. Escalera falls here. So Bren finds the turtle and a couple of kills, but Nets finds one off the map, and now they battle out for the purple buff. The Numenon Blast will land, but the purple will be secured for Ryzen.
That was one of the things that I was really concerned about, especially coming in from Ryzen at this point, right? Ryzen was able to escape, but in return, Cram was there. Cram, that's how you make an entrance. Flicker penalty zone onto 3 just shows that he hasn't really let up with the use of his Terizla in game number 1, as it was something that we've been talking about constantly in like the first few minutes of the matchup. Onic has what it takes in terms of like the team fight capabilities that they have. Bren, on the other hand, they have something that extends team fights, or when the team fights are extended very well, they can actually suffice in terms of like the damage department. So Onic Philippines needs to choose their battles. They have options, but they just need to just find their way to make sure that they can get the victory.
You said the magic phrase, choose your battles. I'm going to also add to that, find your right timing.
Right.
Because you in a game where you have a lot of crowd control abilities on both teams, timing of abilities and dashes is crucial. This is going to be a micro battle in team fights, and might just be the determining factor.
Oh, okay. Rapidoot, they get his flicker out, so that is a minor win for Bren. They're going to be happy about that too, especially as it leads into the next objective, right, which is this turtle here. So the fact that Rapidoot doesn't quite have that combination that we see so often, that is an advantage. And also we're going to find another one here. Cram gets taken out, leading again into this turtle here. So he should possibly be back up for the fight if they delay it enough. But Onic Philippines, they've got to do something with this aggression from Bren.
Guys, Few and Bren are just too good in the timings. Like, they know that the purple buff is actually going to arrive, and once they had the feeling that 2 other members were just waiting for them there, they just went into the XP, and Kaltizi went for it, secured the turtle, and secured more in the process.
Yeah. Now, though, Onic, we have to also commend their adjustment into this. They know, oh man, it's so hard to fight them around the turtle. Hey, Super Marco got taken down earlier by Nets. Let's help out our gold laner. Let's speed up the farm of this Claude, and that's exactly what Onic are doing. Super Marco is about to lose lane in just a bit.
Okay, they try to hold on to this turret. They can't, even with the help of Ogwin. So Onic Philippines able to at least get a turret here to try to work with some of the space that they have, right? Especially now that they transition to the other lanes. Working still for a few. Once again, gets the knockup on Cram. Cram could be in trouble as he falls once again. Minoan Fury goes out. They're going to push him back. You just can't escape. Rapiduta in trouble, and Escalera falls as well. Another big pickup for AP Bren.
What seemed to be like showdown. This is what you've been talking about to us about, Renmar. Like, you have to choose your battles, but the timing was there. But it was two sides of the coin. Bad timing and good timing for the side of AP Bren.
How do you choose your battles when you just want to play your heroes, right? I mean, you're just
you're
in air for quite a long time.
I just want to play, why am I constantly knocked up? Why am I always crowd controlled?
Bro said you have to be in a party for this one.
Yeah, welcome to the AP Bounce House. AP Bren, they did the right move there, because usually when your gold laner loses like that, you try to come back by going for the mid lane of the opposing team if ever their mid lane tower isn't down yet. So they made the right call. Now, after that, they just straight up balloon. So now, is Onic even the... Wait, Ryzen.
Yeah.
No, oh, that's not good. Okay.
As you were saying.
Yeah, Hans, Onic, will they even contest this, or should they just try to push elsewhere?
Yeah, I don't think they will be able to contest this next turtle in the matchup because there's so many outer turrets that are already out of the map coming in from Onic Philippines. AP Bren has already developed a 4.9k gold lead, and it's gonna continue to grow because of the turtle take that will be taken upon Kyle TZ. 1-0-6 right now. He has 100% of the kill participation. This is what you like, or this is something that's very unusual for the junglers that we have right now because most of them use the assassins, but when you have the backshot, you're the one to initiate. You're the one who's really just gonna look for the opponents and just dish out enough damage for the others to just basically follow up.
All right. I set on Ryzen right now. Again, picking up the Impure Rage. Lancelots usually do that when they're up against a lineup. They can invade constantly because at least on skill hit, they get like 2% of their mana back.
Right.
Along with being able to deal, as you mentioned earlier there, Hans, the damage that can come alongside with it. So it's like they knew already going into this that there's a chance AP Bren will just snowball and invade the purple buff constantly, similar to what they did in game number 1. So now Onic already have that. And again, if they can somehow catch Ogwin and the other members of AP Bren off their timing, Onic has turnaround capability, but it wouldn't be like a big wipeout turnaround. It could be like 2-3 kills that will force AP Bren back.
But this is like quite different from the game the other heroes that like Kaja and Franco that Rapidot or maybe Ogwen also uses, because for the side of Onic Philippines you have crowd controls, but just for them to stay in place. It's not crowd controls to bring them back to you and for the other ones to just dish a ton amount of damage. So Onic Philippines just needs to find those, or maybe just 2 of them, because if they actually find the Minotaur, then it's gonna be a problem for them because it's just gonna use the Minoan's Fury, and then it's gonna be AP Bren all over again.
Conditions have been placed down. Find your timings, find your marks, and you will be able to make a turnaround. Onic, AP Bren right now with how they're playing. Yeah, they're non-stop. Look how easy just
Putting the pressure right there. That's just how far ahead they are, right? It's kind of intimidating if you're Onic Philippines because you're talking about 7K gold deficit at the 9-minute mark. And guys, this is what I like to say. You know, AP Bren has mastered this transition where they, even if they don't get this lead necessarily as big as it was here, they transition really well into the mid-game with the First Lord. So now, Cram has to back off with the rest of the team. He was trying to get some vision for them, but ultimately, results are the same. Objective secured for AP Bren.
Oh, Onic, what else can you do? Seems like they look very uncomfortable as a team when they're not comfortable. It seems like that's the difference between these two. You mentioned it's nice with AP Bren, the transition, finding the right moments of turnaround, also pointed out by Hans earlier, but now Onic seems like when they don't get their game, it's just so hard for them to find a way.
If there's a silver lining for Onic Philippines, they don't have the Brody now. They have the Claw. They have late game insurance. They have wave clear.
Yeah.
A Blazing Duet to just dish out. But again, a Blazing Duet might just be stopped by just the first skill coming in from the Minotaur. So that's something that they really need to worry about at this point. Give Nets a little bit more space, but now they're going to use the Conceal.
They're going to pressure in to the mid lane. Tier 2 going to be focused here. Will fall. Lord still on the top side. They got to work for it. Flap TZ walking it towards that turret. Onic Philippines again at the whims here of pressure.
Oh.
There it is from Few. Rapidu gonna miss that. No! Ogwin gonna jump in. Minoan Fury. But look at the backside. Kyle TZ now left there. No one falling just yet, but a lot there expended. Can they hold on to these base turrets? Again, there was only the first Lord. Both top and mid.
Wait,
slightly
Few?
down. Ryzen trying to get a kill there. Won't be able to get it out. TZ comes in with a 1-2 punch. Able to get the kill.
I was about to say, you have to give it to Onic Philippines. They managed to save all of their inhibitors, but the problem was created by the side of Onic Philippines as well. They tried to go for some extra kills to just, you know, lower the gap down in terms of like the gold lead. We're talking about a 9.6k gold right now, and it's increasing just because of that one fatal mistake coming in from Onic Philippines, and they want more.
Frustration, it looks like, is seeping into their gameplay. Onic PH. Ryzen too hungry to get that kill. The other members of Onic too hungry to try and convert something. This is now ballooned to a 10,000 gold lead and counting. Let's recount again the journey of Ogwin in the offseason. From the Snapdragon Pro Series to IESF, he has showcased some fantastic Minotaur play. Now back at it again here in Week 2, Day 1 of MPLPH Season 12. The items tell the story. Everything is just going AP Bren's way.
Pretty similar in terms of the build of Super Marco in game number 1. The only difference is the hero. The main man in terms of gold, the richest guy in the Land of Dawn so far, 10,000 compared to, again, Flap TZ using this Paquito. The second one, like that, right on cue. Flap gets it again.
Ding, ding, ding,
Flap
ding, ding.
spending so much time in the gym, able to get the kill there with a 1-2 punch.
Oh no.
Now chaos ensuing. Escalera on the run. Can't escape this one. Buys a little bit of time, but that's a mega kill for Flap TZ. Now still Ryzen trying to buy the time he needs. Keep them in the game. Won't be able to do it because they're knocked up. They can't even play at this point as Rapidu falls. And AP Bren in a decisive match against Onic Philippines will close it out in a sweep here.
And on the battle, black and yellow battle day,